What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have the June 2022 Tulsa International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Today we have an absolutely loaded Tulsa update. We have so many awesome things going on, including new routes, aircraft changes, and so many more movements. I'm so excited for today's video, and I hope you guys are as well. Again, absolutely loaded Tulsa update. So many things going on, and I hope you guys are excited for it. Without any further delay, let's get started as we have just a loaded Tulsa update, man. Just take a look at the apron. As you guys can see, so many aircraft going on here. We have some beautiful lighting as well to complement this, and man, it's going to be a blast. Really excited for today's videos. This is going to be reminiscing quite a few elements from my trip on June 2nd, and along with that, we're also going to have many other assets that made it into the airport. So I hope you guys are excited for today's video, and we're not going to waste any further time and begin over here with the Southwest Airlines section. Here we go. So Southwest has been absolutely busting as of late, as you guys can tell. They have 4 aircraft here at the Bravo concourse, and it's just such an awesome feeling to see all these planes here loading up and getting ready to go. So I'm really excited to take a look at Southwest here. So without any further delay, let's get started. Currently right here at Bravo 1, you have the Southwest Airlines 737-700 in Canyon Blue livery with the split scimitars. This guy's currently loading up with a non-stop service today out to Dallas Love Field after making the service in from Phoenix Sky Harbor. Both routes going very well for Southwest, and it's been very exciting to see their success on all those services, which have been awesome. Right here in front of us, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Heart livery with blended winglets, This guy's making the inaugural service in from Chicago Midway, a brand new service for Southwest here at Tulsa International Airport after he had a nonstop service in from, let's go St. Louis for him. Very excited to see Chicago Midway. This is starting out as a double daily service, which is absolutely incredible. This is just insane. So they actually technically, some people counted this as a route resumption because, as you guys may or may not know, Southwest had this service from 2013 to 2015. But unfortunately cut it for whatever reason. But it's really exciting to see Chicago Midway now, I guess, back, if you want to call it that, but back and a new route, which is very exciting. This is Southwest's 8th destination here at Tulsa International Airport, and the 2nd added within the last 3 months, which is so exciting. So Southwest continuing to enhance their market here at Tulsa. Now they really cover a really nice portion of the United States. They really could use, I think they were going to start Baltimore, which I think would still be a great route for them to add before the pandemic, but obviously obvious things happened, so maybe they add Baltimore, and I really feel like that could really extend their range here at Tulsa. But very happy to see this route, or even Atlanta or Nashville, something like that. Really exciting though to see Chicago Midway. I think this will be a great service for Southwest here at Bravo 3 is where it loaded up. I believe it was the Heart livery with blended winglets. It's such an awesome feeling to see this, man. It's so exciting. So Chicago Midway, brand new route, great festivities from Tulsa International Airport. They had a full catering and all kinds of fun stuff. Well, not literally catering, but they had a really cool popcorn mix and all kinds of fun stuff for the passengers. Southwest giveaway merchandise, and it was so much fun, man. So great to see that. You'd love to see it, and that's just such an awesome sign for Southwest, and I'm really excited to see where they'll continue to go from here. So very exciting right there. That is absolutely awesome, and keep up the great work, SWA. We love it, no pun intended. Right here at Bravo 5, you're going to find the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. This guy's currently making the nonstop service today in from Houston Hobby. It will have a continuing service today out to Las Vegas. It was really cool to get to see my first MAX when I was at Tulsa during my day trip, as we'll talk about more here in just a moment. And I did get to see this aircraft at the gate and taking off, which was really cool. That was my first MAX that I've caught or I guess you'd call it in real life. I have seen some contrailing ones before, but my first proper Southwest MAX catch, which is so exciting. So it's a beautiful airplane. I really enjoyed getting to see it, and it was really cool to get to see it on both those services. This aircraft's been huge here at Tulsa lately, been flying various services across the network, and it's just been really cool to see that. So really awesome to see it, and you love to see it there for Southwest. Again, we love it. Very nice. The Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 with the Heart livery and with the split scimitars is currently hanging out. He came in earlier from Denver today. He's going to have the continuing service today over to, trying to think of the last destination that I forgot, Austin, Texas. There we go. So really cool to get to see these services going strong here for Southwest. Denver and Austin have been great. Austin, of course, the other new destination that started in April, so it's really exciting to see this. I got to see a 737-700 park here, which was very cool out here at Bravo 7. I chose to do the 800 so I could get some variety from previous updates, but 700 with split scimitars, it was really cool to see. It was very nice. So feel free to check out all the content. And again, we'll talk about more in depth. But man, I'm sorry for starting on the load side of the airport, guys, because right here we have another new route. Yes, here we go, boys. Right here we have the Breeze Airways Embraer J-195. This guy's currently making the nonstop service. Inaugural flight in from Nashville, Tennessee. What a unit, man. I was fortunate enough to get to be a part of this service on the inaugural inbound flight from Nashville to Tulsa. And man, it was a vibe. I mean, it was so much fun. I mean, you guys obviously, the trip report will be coming very soon, but I mean, breeze is literally a breeze. There's no other way to put it. It was a fun, nice, simple service, and I just really enjoyed it. Breeze made it so much fun. It was great to see all the festies. They had an awesome, I mean, it was probably one of the best red velvet cakes I've ever had in my life, man. It was so good. Awesome cupcakes. I even got the inaugural merchandise stuff. I'm trying to see if I have it around here in my room so I could show you guys. Here we go. So now I can show you guys what's going on. So we got a Tulsa International Airport boot coaster, which is really cool. Obviously, Nashville's the music city, so that makes perfect sense. The inaugural card, which is very, very cool. I'm really happy to get one of these. And of course, here's the other side. I was able to get two, so that was nice. So this is what the one side looks like. And then the back obviously has the inaugural, which is really cool. They also did this for the Chicago Midway inaugural, which is very, very cool. And also this really cool microfiber cloth. I don't know why they chose this out of all things, but hey, I'm not complaining. So it's really nice and soft, and it's kind of that color of Nashville. So, or you know, the music city kind of going along with their boot here. So really, really cool to get to see this. This was great, and there was some great things for the Southwest Midway inaugural too. The Instagram reel was great that I got to see. So it's so exciting, man. Breeze is just doing work, man. I'm so excited to see what's to come for Breeze in the future. I mean, they're just doing dividends on the aviation industry, and it's so cool to see what David Nailman's doing with Breeze. I mean, it's a vibe, man. There's no other way to put it. So it was so cool to get to fly the inbound inaugural. There were so many awesome festies. The only thing I was disappointed was there was no water can salute, but honestly, all of this makes up for no water can salute, so I can't complain. That probably would look better like this, wouldn't it? So there we go. So yes, really, really nice right there. Just take a look at that. That's really, really cool. So thank you, Tulsa, for the great gestures on the brand new services to Nashville and Chicago Midway for Breeze and Southwest respectfully. It's so cool to see, and I'm just so excited for what's to come. So Breeze, they're bringing the 220 on it very soon. Tampa just started on the 220, but the model's over there in the box, so that will be coming very soon though. But we got the 190 here, service to Nashville, and the new inaugural service. That's just a vibe, man. Just take a look at all this awesome equipment, man. It's so cool. I really like that boot, man. That looks really cool. So very, very cool to see it, and it's just such a vibe, man. So thank you so much, Tulsa International Airport. So excited, and man, look at all these new routes, man. It's incredible. There's no other way to put it. So you love to see it here for Southwest, and that is really, really nice. I'm going to see if I can pan around here to get some better angles, because obviously the light kind of messed it up. There we go. Alrighty, here we go. So sorry, very tight spot back there. I was trying to keep my collection out of the way of the filming process today. But nevertheless, here we go with the United Airlines section, as we have a really nice lineup of aircraft here. We'll begin over here with the two Boeing 737-900ERs. We'll begin with the one on the top of your screen in the Evo Blue colors. This guy's currently making the nonstop service today in from Houston or Continental. I'll have a continuing service back out there. Houston currently a daily 739 along with various other regional jets. So it's cool to see that service going very strong as per usual. So very, very nice right there, and it looks really, really good. Glad that they've been staying consistent with that. That's really cool in the 739. This Boeing 737-900 Eco Skies livery is currently making the nonstop flight today in from Denver. We'll have a continuing service back out there. This has also been a 737-900 along with the regional jets as well that they put on that. Got to see Embraer 175 on this service too, which was very nice. And I got to see a Commuter 145 too for Houston. So I got to see a lot of great things when I was able to spot there when I was able to. So that was really cool. Also got some great shots of the Breeze Southwest Tampa flight for Breeze and all that. So that was really cool as well. So that was very, very nice. Here's the United Express Bombardier Acer D-200 on the behalf of SkyWest Airlines with the nonstop service today back out to Chicago O'Hare. I really hope they get some variety going there, because that Acer D-200 gets pretty dull pretty quick, but still nice to see that they're going strong with that, and I'm excited to see what it'll transpire going forward. So nice to see that for sure. Very, very nice. Alrighty, proceeding into Concourse A, where we have a lot of awesome stuff going on. This Allegiant Air Airbus E319 is currently deplaning after the nonstop service in from Destin Fort Wadden Beach, which is back. Very excited to see Destin. I think it's great to have it. It's 3 times weekly, which is really cool. I believe some of my family is going to be utilizing this service later in the summer, which is exciting for them. So yeah, really cool to see that, and I'm excited to see where they'll go from there. So the Allegiant E319 coming in from Destin, and Hilly's going to head out to St. Petersburg, despite that being a 320, but I wanted to get the seasonal service in there, because obviously it's only about 3 months of the year. So yeah, Tampa's also doing great, and all the other services. Unfortunately for Allegiant, they have, I guess, suspended or done something with their Sarasota service, just like Austin, Phoenix, Mesa. I really hope they get those back, because those are cool services, but we'll just have to wait and see what they end up doing there. So hopefully we can hope for the best, but we'll have to see what happens. So really cool. Or I don't know if I'd say really cool, but it's something, isn't it? It's something. I want to get this aircraft in here, but it really got kind of screwed here with the lighting. So let's see if I can get a better angle. Oh man, the struggles of filming. Whatever, it's all right. Let's just get back to the update. We'll worry about that later. All right, that's much better than the Mesa 900. This guy's currently pushing back with the nonstop service today out to Phoenix Sky Harbor. I've really wanted to get this aircraft in Tulsa, and this is the perfect way to do it. So he's currently coming in from Phoenix Sky Harbor. He'll have a continuing service today over to, on the behalf of PSA Airlines, despite it being Mesa, over to the Washington Reagan DCA, which is still the CRJ 900. But I really wanted to get this in here, so thanks for letting me make the exception, guys. I appreciate it because, man, that Mesa 900 looks really cool. So very, very nice. And I'll be eager to see if we ever get a model of that. That would be a very interesting model for sure. Right here, currently at Alpha 7, you have the American Eagle operated by Envoy Air, Embraer J-175. This guy's currently making the non-stop service in from Chicago O'Hare today. It will be continuing out on the Saturday-only service to Miami. It's really, really exciting to see American Eagle adding the service over to New York LaGuardia on November 3, 2022. We'll talk about that more later in the video, and I also did a full video on it, so feel free to check it out. But it's really cool to see that. Both those services going great. It's also nice to see Envoy back for the Chicago service as well, so that's very nice. So you love to see it right there. And you love to see the work that's going in right there from American Eagle, of course. This American Eagle Embraer J-175 on the behalf of Envoy Air. Yes, I did move the table for upcoming aircraft. This guy's currently making the nonstop service today in from, on behalf of SkyWest Airlines, in from Los Angeles, which is really cool to see them still going strong on that service. And they're going to be continuing out for Envoy out to Austin, Texas, which is also going great. I'm really excited to see how that will go, and yeah, they've been doing really good with that. So service has been filling up really good, which is so exciting to see despite all kinds of things going on in today's society that we're not going to get into here, but it's very, very cool to see that. So you absolutely love to see it. Oh boy, man, I just cannot describe how cool this was. If you guys saw my Instagram story, you guys probably know exactly what this is. But currently pulling in at Alpha 9, we have the American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Chrome Heritage paint scheme. This guy's currently making the nonstop flight on the 530 service in from Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. He's going to be turning around back out there here in just about an hour. So, man, I got so fortunate when I came in on my Breeze inaugural in from Nashville. This beauty got scheduled at the perfect time of the day, 5:30 p.m. This guy came screaming down runway 36 right. I was over here in the Concourse B, and I saw this thing coming rolling down the runway, and I was so excited. Granted, I did know it was on the schedule, but it hits different when it shows up. It hits different when it's there. It's different, and it was just incredible. So I love this angle right here from the Bravo Concourse. I got to see this thing pulling into Alpha 9, as you guys can see from an angle very similar to this. And it was incredible to get to see the Chrome Heritage livery back. I'm at a loss for words. It was something else. This is my first time seeing it at Tulsa since July of 2018 when I got it from the parking garage. Granted, I did go back to the parking garage to get a takeoff shot of it, and man, that was probably one of my best shots ever. I feel so fortunate that I was able to catch this thing. It was incredible. I mean, there's no other way to swing it. I'm at a loss. It was incredible. This thing is just such a beautiful airplane. It just never gets old to see it. And granted, I have seen it, I don't know, half a dozen times now. It never gets old. And this was maybe the best time because it was incredible. Every time seeing the special livery is incredible. And that goes for any special livery. I got to see the SkyWest House livery and a couple of really cool G8 planes too. So that was very fun. But nevertheless, it was just incredible and a testament to what American Airlines has done over the years, despite what may be going on nowadays. So nevertheless, this American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Chrome Heritage livery is currently pulling in gate Alpha 9 after a non-stop flight in from Dallas. Alrighty, guys. So I apologize about the storage issues. They continued to haunt me. So unfortunately, it messed up 2 of the planes for this following clip. But this is why we're doing this little voiceover right here to kind of fill in the void. So again, I apologize about this, and I'm going to be working on those storage issues diligently to resolve them. So like we were just talking about, the American Airlines 737-800 in the Chrome livery is making the 6:30 departure back out to Dallas-Fort Worth. Again, it was really cool to see that, and it was just absolutely awesome. So that was an absolute blast. Very cool. Next up right here, you can see at Alpha 10 we have the American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in normal livery. This guy's currently loading up with the turnaround service back out to Charlotte Tulsa International Airport. This is still the 2 daily service on the 737-800 in the evening and the CRJ 900 from PSA Airlines during the daytime. So again, route's been doing really good, and you love to see it. And lastly, before we get back on track with the phone, right here we have the Delta Connection number ERJ-170 filling in for SkyWest number ERJ-175. This guy's currently making the nonstop service back up to Salt Lake City, Utah. It's been really cool to get to see what Delta's been doing here at Tulsa. I really enjoyed getting to
see both the flights to Salt Lake City and Atlanta when I was at Tulsa. That was a bunch of fun. I don't know if I talked about it in 717 or not, so that's why I'm saying it now. But it was really, really cool to get to see them both by each other, and it was just very, very cool. So they both arrived around, I think it was about that 6 p.m. time frame. So that was really, really cool, and I felt very fortunate to be able to do that. So very, very nice, and it was an absolute blast. So that was really cool, and it was absolutely awesome. So very, very nice right there, and we'll transition into the Delta 717. Here we go.
Sorry guys, I've been running out of storage on my phone left and right despite having 256 gigabytes, so I really need to offload all that Nashville day trip stuff onto my computer so that will stop happening. But nevertheless, it's so cool to see 4 daily. I think that's a really good situation there for Delta, and they're doing great. So very nice to see that right there. The cargo section's going very strong as per usual, which has been so exciting to see. I really need some additional room here to provide us with some additional gates, because obviously we could utilize them, ramp areas, whatever you'd like to call it. The UPS Boeing 757-200 just arrived into the gate. He just had nonstop service today in from Little Rock, Arkansas. He'll have a continuing service today out to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, which has been a very consistent service since the pandemic, and I've been very happy to see that. It's been really nice. The FedEx Express Airbus E300 freighter is currently pushing back with the nonstop service today out to Memphis, Tennessee, after coming in from it's been a little inconsistent. We'll go with Oklahoma City for this guy, but they've utilized some different destinations too, so keep that in mind. But Oklahoma City's been a big one for FedEx for a very long time, so very cool. He's getting ready to take off here in just a moment. Very nice. Currently right here in front of us, we have a getting fully loaded UPS Boeing 767-300 freighter. This guy's currently loading up with the nonstop service today back out to Louisville, Kentucky. He came in from there earlier as well, so very nice to see this. It was really cool to get to see them load an A300 right in front of my face. That was so cool. So baggage loader was in a different position, so I kind of messed that up, but hey, it's all good. And they probably do it different ways too, I bet. So I've at least seen the FedEx MD10, no, DC10, whatever it was. MD11, that's what it was when I saw over here a couple of years ago that they did it just like this. So it's always different, but hey, you can't complain. It's very nice. All right, the FedEx Express Boeing 757-200 freighter is currently getting ready to take off on runway 36 right. He came in from Fort Alliance Airport, AWF, a little while ago, and he's going to be heading back out there as well. If any of my fellow student pilots got to see that question on the test about airspace, please let me know. I would be eager to see if anybody else saw that question, because that one I also got, and I think I got it right, luckily, but nevertheless, it was really cool to see that. So, with all that being said, that is the full terminal area. We do have some aircraft over here hanging out as well, so let's get into those. I'm just going to do this to get us some better lighting, because why not? There we go. The beautiful FedEx Express Boeing 767-300 freighter is currently taxiing into the FedEx ramp. He had a non-stop service today in from Memphis, Tennessee. He's going to be turning back out there. FedEx has been very good with the 767 here, and I've really enjoyed it. I got to see one take off right here on runway 8, actually, which is so cool. So I probably should have put it there, but I had the 3-6 right flow. June 2nd was crazy. We're going to have to talk about that more in depth here in a moment. But yeah, it was so cool to get to see that on runway 8. That was incredible. So very nice right there. Alrighty, last but certainly not least, we have the Hangar 5 area at the American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. This guy's currently getting the C check done. He'll be heading back to this guy's here in about 2 weeks. Came in from Dallas a little while ago, and he will say that he'll head out to Miami here in about 2 days back to service. I forgot to get some equipment, but I would like to get some additional equipment for this. Like I mentioned, I'd like to get the aircraft deal that goes around the aircraft. I'd like to get one of those. They're kind of pretty expensive for plastic in my opinion, but nevertheless, it's okay. Help to get one as well. Let's get a cool top-down view for the two American Airlines Boeing 737-800s. This one on the right came in from Dallas-Fort Worth on a revenue flight previously, and will head up to Charlotte once it's ready to go. Just getting a couple of traditional checks done as well. And then this Boeing 737-800 came in on a maintenance designated flight. We'll say that he was coming in from Kansas City, Missouri, and they're currently looking into some of the details there with the leading edge of the wing, we'll say, is currently getting inspected along with some additional cabin details. He'll be heading back on a revenue service out to Dallas-Fort Worth here in a little bit. And just like that, that will do it for the June 2022 Tulsa International Airport update. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Disregard that. That's a project I'll have to work on. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Absolute blast. There's a lot of things to talk about, so I might as well grab my seat here and we'll talk about them. Alrighty, so let's get to talking, because it was absolutely incredible. So Tulsa's been doing great recently. Obviously, we talked about the two brand new services right here with the service to Chicago Midway for Southwest and the Breeze inaugural service over to Nashville, which is so exciting, as you guys can kind of see right here. But it's been really, really cool to see what Southwest Airlines has been doing, or all the airlines have been doing here at Tulsa International Airport. They've been doing absolutely incredible, and it's just so cool to see all the demand. So obviously, first and foremost, with all of that being said, just as a whole, Tulsa's just been absolutely killing it. From the social media to the promotion to all the services, all the airlines, just all the employees. It's just been so cool. I was fortunate enough to get to fly through Tulsa on June 2nd, 2022, as you guys can kind of see right there. On the inaugural service on the Breeze service was service to Tampa, or Nashville, excuse me, along with the American Airlines service, Tulsa, Dallas, and Dallas, and Nashville, and that was just so much fun. I really, really enjoyed it. Expect a lot of great content to come that's already started rolling out, and definitely be looking out for it because it was an absolute blast. So that was absolutely incredible, and it was just so cool to take a look at Tulsa and even more detail during the delay, and also just the infrastructure as a whole and the airport and all the planes that have been coming through. It's just been absolutely incredible. Excuse me, I apologize about that, but there's been so many awesome movements at Tulsa. There's just no other way to put it, and it was so cool to get to see. Got to see so many cool things like 737 ramped here, my first 2 Breeze aircraft, which was very cool. There's a lot of great things going on over there at Terminal A as well. Got to see those Delta movements, and the SkyWest house livery was also nice. And I could go on for days. There's also some great GA catches, the FedEx 767 takeoff, and there was a bunch of fun things going on. So that was really, really cool. And just June 2nd was an incredible day. It was really cool to see them get to utilize runway 8 and 36 right due to calm winds. I think they were inspecting 36 right, but I think they were just giving choices to the pilots on which runways to utilize. So it was all over the place on takeoff and landings, which was very interesting. But ended up taking off runway 8 on the 737, which was very, very cool. So be on the lookout for that. And landed back on runway 36 right on the inaugural flight in from Tampa, I keep saying Tampa, it's Nashville, I'm sorry, which is very, very cool. And in addition, you're also going to find that it took off on runway 8, which was very odd. So very interesting for sure, but I guess they wanted that straight out departure, so I can't blame them there. But yeah, I mean, it's just been so cool to see. Lots of awesome things going on June 2nd, and it was such a fun day. I may have to do a full story time on that day because, oh man, it was insane. First time back flying since mono with pretty good health was just, it was bonkers. From nearly missing the Medal of Honor connection to getting on American Airlines' Medal of Honor aircraft to my first class experience to my first time on Breeze. Nashville was awesome. Getting back to Nashville was awesome. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Terminal B and C construction there, it was something else, but man, it was an absolute blast, and I can't say that it was just incredible. I mean, there's no other way to put it. So it was so much fun. I mean, Tulsa International Airport's just been doing absolute work, man. There's no other way to put it. So, and that does look really nice in the light. I really like that. So I don't know how I'm going to choose to utilize this, but I'm sure I can at least at the minimum put it in a souvenir cabinet. That would be really cool to get a glass case for all my really prized possession aviation memorabilia items, from American Airlines MD-80 stuff to things like this. I mean, that would be really cool. So been really, really cool to get to utilize this. So yeah, it's really nice, and just has the Tulsa International Airport on the other side too. So very nice. What else was going on? So obviously June 2nd was incredible, but the airport as a whole, more broadly speaking, has been really nice. They've been killing on the social media post. Recently, one post that really caught my eyes, they posted what the terminal inside looked like back in the mid-2000s. I kind of knew about this, but I'm sure a lot of people online were kind of dumbfounded to see it. It was your typical Midwestern airport with the low ceilings and all that fun stuff. One thing I can say that I dearly miss was on one of the pictures at gate 21, which I think was this one right here. They had a big American Airlines title on the back wall, and man, I miss that so much. It's like what you would see in a check-in nowadays. I really wish that they would have kept doing that, but unfortunately they kind of ceased that operation. So now you just have your overhead signs with the airlines and the big TVs and all that. But back in the day when it was just the counter, it was a lot easier to advertise with big boards like that. So nevertheless, though, it's still really cool to see what they're doing on social media, promoting all these new services, of course. And yeah, speaking of all the news, American Eagle or whatever you want to call it, American Airlines, new nonstop service to New York LaGuardia. That will begin November 3rd, 2022. It's really exciting to see New York LaGuardia getting added to the American Airlines lineup. American has only added 6+ new routes to 3 of their destinations, and Tulsa's been one of them over the last 2 years. And it's so cool to see what American Airlines has done here at Tulsa and many other airports across the United States. But they've added I'll even go back to April 20. Alrighty, after various storage issues, we are finally back. So I apologize about that. So July's update for Tulsa is going to be very good. I hope you guys are excited for that. We'll have a lot of awesome stuff to assess there. But I'm also planning for next month, as long as everything goes according to plan, to have our very first retro Tulsa International Airport update, which I'm very, very excited about. So as you guys may know, over the last 6 months or so, since the year started pretty much, I've been working on getting some additional retro models to not only enhance my fleet of retro airplanes, but also prepare me to be able to do a retro model airport of Tulsa, which I'm super excited about. Pretty similar to my Dallas-Fort Worth stuff, but this is going to actually be pretty gosh darn accurate, as we're going to have a lot of assets between various shapeways models along with actual die-cast models that will make up this airport. Tulsa was a really cool airport back in the day. We got a really unique plethora of airplanes, and we had a lot of really cool airlines. I've assembled quite a fleet, so I'm really excited to share that with you guys. I should be able to do it next month, I believe. I have everything at minimum that I would like. Trust me, it's not perfect. I'm really lacking in the cargo area, along with some additional American Airlines heavy aircraft that I would like, but for the most part, it's going to be pretty gosh darn good, so I can't really complain. So I hope you guys are excited for that. You guys can expect that next month, and it'll be great to complement the normal Tulsa update. I'd really like to do it quarterly or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do there exactly yet, but I definitely am really excited for it, and especially for my retro viewers that have continued to watch all the modern airport updates. I'm sure you guys are really ready for something new. So yes, this will be really nice. I also plan to do the retro Dallas model airport next month, despite its 2-year hiatus due to various reasons that's not worth talking about right now. But the good news is that that's finally going to be coming back, so I really hope you guys are excited for it. So lots of awesome content on the way. Be sure to stay on the lookout for it. The June 2nd trip was incredible. Check it out from Tulsa. It was so much fun. That intro vlog was incredible, and unfortunately it didn't get a bunch of traction, but it's all good. So feel free to check it out though. Tulsa International Airport's incredible. I mean, just look at these gestures right here. Absolutely incredible. Tulsa deserves a testament. That's just so exciting to see what's to come with Tulsa in the future, and I really hope you guys are excited for it. So with all that being said, that will do it for today's airport update on Tulsa International Airport. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process, do what you love, and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation, yikes, is signing off.